And one item I'd actually like to highlight, and I'm gonna drop the full list on our Facebook page. So check that out at Convergent Digital Media. And Clark Howard has made a detailed list. He put out a ways back. It's 22 reasons, I believe, or 22 ways that you can save at the grocery store. But there's an app that is made by Pantry Check, I believe it's called, and it's actually really cool. And I advise everybody check it out, or an app similar to that. While you're in a grocery store, before you go, you make your list of items you want. But while you're in a grocery store, you can actually scan the items you put in your cart, and you can make a running tally of how much you're spending. So before you get to the checkout line how much you're spending. So I think that's very important.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It
I
is.
mean, we've all heard don't go shopping, right before you eat because you're hungry and you're going to
Yeah.
buy a lot of stuff you don't need. But yeah, making a list makes a tremendous amount of sense. I can testify to the utility of both of those things, making the list and also planning your meals. Um, I'd say probably 6 to 8 months ago, my wife and I were eating out a lot. What we did cook at home, we rarely went back to eat any leftovers.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of food waste. We were throwing out a lot of what we made, and then obviously, you could argue that eating out a lot is that could be fairly wasteful as well. Certainly not easy on your budget. But when you're deliberate about planning, you know what you're going to eat that week. Um, it really helps you think, okay, hey, I'm gonna make us. I like to smoke meat, so I'll smoke a chicken. Do that on a Monday, have that for dinner, and then Wednesday or Thursday we can eat the other remaining part of the chicken for lunch. And just right there, you're getting two meals. A whole chicken is like $5, I mean, so that's fantastic. You throw in some veggies and maybe some rolls or a little bit of toast or something, you've got yourself a great meal. And I'm not throwing away half a chicken anymore because I'm planning what I'm doing. Um, so it definitely works. I'd advise for anyone to take that up. It is amazing. You can probably save 30 to 50% of your grocery bill
Yeah.
on the food side by just doing what Psyche recommended there.
Yeah, and you're absolutely correct. So the minimum savings you typically see are 30%, and it goes higher than that because we just buy too much. We
Yeah.
buy too much, we don't plan, and then we end up spending extra money eating out. And even if you go to a fast food restaurant these days for one person, you're probably going to be more than $10 per person. But I would venture probably $12 to $15 is the average ticket now, to go eat out minimum. And that's just couple that with the wasted food and the extra money spent. It's hundreds of dollars a month for the average family.
And the truth is, if when you apply that to someone who's maybe on the lower end of the earned income scale,
Yeah.
that's where the biggest difference can actually be felt. Because if you're talking about saving $200 or $300 a month, that is a meaningful amount of savings, for somebody who's having trouble right now figuring out where the ends are gonna meet. So, hopefully that'll help you out. Hopefully those habits will take, and you'll see some real benefits from that.
The Purposeful Podcast.